Woo! Alright. We are returning to form. That's right. This is a Drunk Souls episode. I have partaken in a number of substances, and I am not in fighting shape. So we're gonna go do some fucking Dark Souls. It's my favorite kind of Dark Souls. If it wasn't a problem, I would only play Dark Souls drunk. But I play a lot of Dark Souls, and that would be an expensive and physically detrimental habit. So instead, we'll just do it this way. The occasional Drunk Souls. Alright. So, as I remember it, we have made it through Irithyll fairly smoothly. Actually, we just kind of went through in like a straight shot minus a handful of deaths. So we made it through Irithyll for the most part. We will have to return to Irithyll briefly to gather some things after we get some keys. Yes, we will have... Oh, the horror. Yes, we will have to return to Irithyll Dungeon, my least favorite locale in this whole fucking game. But that's a problem for future us. For now, there's a thing that I have been remiss in. I have forgotten. So normally I do a lot of this stuff much earlier on than I have, but I wanted to make sure that we got the NPC quest lines done properly. So, for those of you keeping track of these things, had I bought that key early and opened this door and gone up, Patches would not have appeared in the Cathedral of the Deep. He would have jumped to here and tricked us here. And I wasn't 100% certain that I would have been able to finish Sigvard's questline. So instead we did that late. And in doing so, I forgot some things. One of those was that there was a bird up here. The other one...
Well, we got to the birds last episode or 2 episodes ago.
Correct. So we finished the first thing that I forgot. But the second thing, which I meant to do at the same time, was the rafters. There is a whole secret goddamn area up here. So, we're gonna grab some stuff that I've been missing. I'm too drunk to be walking on ledges.
You. Me.
Pickle P. Alright, we got...
Me. Pump her up.
You're so weird. We got an Estus shard. And you're like, ah, James, there's all this up here. But it's not!
More ledges.
Yes, more ledges.
Ugh, that was so much of your health.
I know. Okay, look. I drank a lot. And I smoked a bit. So we should all just be happy that I can hold a controller at all. Is it a victory? No.
I like the invisible baby birds in Dark Souls 2.
Yeah? Why is that?
Their dialogue is cute.
You like, what was it that they asked for? Oh, silky and smooth.
Silky! Give me Silky!
You like that more than Pickle Pea and Pumper Rum?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Why? What the fuck is a Pickle Pea and what is a Pumper Rum?
Look, man. Nobody
Me,
consulted.
Pumper Rum.
In their defense, they do accept more items than...
Yeah, like, they're better invisible birds, that's for sure. However, their dialogue I don't think is as good. Also, I think their little, like, bird noises, the rawr, is obviously a person.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah, we got that silver Serpent Ring. I know none of y'all care about that, but as a farmer, that's really important. As a farmer. As a farmer of life forces.
We were just talking about you
I am
You
a farmer.
offed the Lords of Cinder,
Your name.
the Undead Legion. So that's how they're delivered to their thrones. I pity the sorry souls. Is that really Lordship's last reward? I failed to thank you for helping them find their final resting place. I pity the sorry souls. I pity.
Okay, cool. We got a Pharyn Ring. I don't know what that does. Oh, we also got this ring recently. The Dust Crown Ring. Leaf-colored crown ring bestowed upon the Princess of Ulasil, ancient land of golden sorceries. Ulasil is synonymous for its long-lost sorceries, of which the Xanthaus? I thought it was Xanathos. Xanthaus sorcerers are dedicated scholars. This crown ring is a rare artifact of great magic heritage.
Xanthus?
Yeah, the Xanthus scholars. I always say Xanathos. Yeah, so Ulasil was a kingdom, and they had sorceries, but they're different than the sorceries we normally deal with. So actually, one of the interesting things in Dark Souls 1, Ulasil worked with light magic, predominantly. So like Chameleon, the spell that, remember when I murdered that person that looked like a statue? And then they were like, why? And I was like, we just saved Henri from a terrible death. They were using Chameleon, which is why we got the Chameleon spell. That's an Ulasil spell. There was a lot of stuff around like light and illusion with them. Anyway, so an interesting thing in Dark Souls 1, if you follow a lot of very obscure fringe pieces of evidence, you'll notice that, well, one, you'll pick up that there was a plot against the gods, and that Havel the Rock was involved in it. Second, you'll pick up that someone from Ulasil was also probably involved in it. It was probably Princess Dusk. And so all of the stuff involving the plot is always behind an illusory wall, which is your indication that there was Ulasil stuff there. But there's a few other things, crystals and mushrooms and whatnot. Anyway, so Dust Crown Ring, but that's not what we were looking for. We were looking for Pharyn Ring. A ring given to the Undead Legion of Pharyn. Reduces fancy point consumption. The Abyss Watchers, for their hunting, required a sword technique that went beyond the existing art. Wolf's Blood provided just that, and this ring further extends the effect. Fair enough. I actually think we're going to put on the Ring of the Evil Eye for a little bit.
That one?
Yeah.
Are we getting two ones? That's
Those are the
eye.
those are the Pontiff's left and right eye.
Oh, those.
Yeah, these are the things that were given to Outrider Knights, and one boosts attack so long as you're attacking,
Yeah.
and the other recovers health if you do successive attacks. So basically, if you're attacking without ever stopping, you get bonuses. Hence the Outrider Knights became beasts. But we want the Ring of the Evil Eye. This ring captured the foul spirit of an evil eye, a creature that ravaged Astora. The horde spirit nearly destroyed Astora, but was eventually defeated by the Sword of One Most Noble. Anyway, this one absorbs HP whenever we kill people, so it's really good when we're just going through the world. I forgot, we just got an Estus Shard. Andre!
Ah, 'tis good, wasn't he? Pretty be careful.
Oh, we got coal!
I don't want to see that.
That's right, we got profaned coal for this guy.
Ah, 'tis good, wasn't he, smithing this? Pretty.
Actually, hold on. I'm sorry, Andre. I'm like skipping through your dialogue.
Just apologize to Andre. We have an audience.
I apologize, audience, for skipping through the stuff we've heard before. If you've been watching all the episodes, then you know exactly what he says. Okay, so those are the two he won't accept. Profaned coal. Remnants of the fire that burned down the profaned capital, preserved in an icy skull. That's all. That's the full description.
Ah, 'tis what? Lords, where did you happen upon this goal? This is much too dark. I see the abyss in it. Yet a smith I remain. I won't turn down a request. But forget not, your fight is for the flame and for your fellow kin, just like mine. A cursed fate this may be, but hope remains, does it not?
Maybe Andre. Very good. Prithee be careful, I would not see my work squandered. Oh, we got so much Estus.
Yeah, that's because there's no life gems.
It's true. There wasn't life gems in the first one either. It was exclusively for Dark Souls 2. Which at first I wasn't sure how I felt about the fact that there were so many healing items. But like, that game made things hard in a very particular way. And I grew to appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like, it loved to mess with me with like lots of really difficult enemies in super difficult environmental circumstances. And so I would just burn through health. Alright, well, that's that. We are now in the Profaned Capital. And we will see if my inebriated self can successfully navigate it. Please post your over-unders in the Twitch chat.
Open up the chat.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, because this is easier to see. Well, maybe we'll just do it on my phone. Because I'm real impatient with this computer. Oh, hey, that was faster than I thought. Alright, who I assume to be Morgan Prime. I will open up the Twitch chat. You can send all of your questions, requests, complaints, thoughts on life. Anywho, Drunk Souls! Through the Profaned Capital. don't even need to be sober to kill you. I do really like the look of the Profaned Capital. It's real small as these areas go. I'm not gonna lie, the Profaned Capital isn't given a lot of like real estate. But like just like the general look of it with like the tall pillars and the cool.
Makes me think of Petra. The old city in Jordan.
Yeah. Well, that's not what I intended. Well, okay. Oh God, it's me. James, why did you make me toxic? This is not how I would normally approach this area. I would not have fallen in that hole. I would not have allowed myself to become toxic.
Well, that's not ideal.
Yeah, there are definitely better ways to have done that. I didn't need that purging stone. Whatever. We have a white moss. Whatever. We gotta. Do we really not? Yeah, but we need a moss clump. Yeah, like... we're gonna need to heal. Because toxic will just murder us. Dung pile. So we've got a blue moss. Have we not picked up any? Not even a poison moss? That's wild. Huh. Well, we'll just have to be real careful while this toxic plays out. And for the rest of time generally, apparently.
Good thing we have a bunch of Estus.
It's true. Well, this was an expensive fucking paddle. Jesus. We got Logan's scroll. For those of you who were worried whether or not we would get Logan's scroll, we did in fact pull it off in the end. It cost us everything. It's actually a pretty dope miracle. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Whatever, now we got a lightning sword. We burned through every bit of Estus. We're not gonna fight that hand monster. They're worth a lot of souls, but they're legitimately quite tough. Sure. Definitely not opposed to the idea. There's a bunch of stuff over there. We're not gonna get to it though. We have no Estus to mess around with. We spent everything on not dying from toxic damage, and the fact that I did not fight that dude particularly well. So instead, we'll let the terrifying hand monster do its thing. Yeah, see, it's our giant friend. Hey, that's that key ring we were looking for. But it's not what I was looking for.
Perfect. Now we can go to the dungeon again.
It's true. Oh, that's one path. Somewhere in this general vicinity is our friend. Is he in there? Oh, that's right. I should plug this in before something awful happens to me. Did I miss a path? So we're back in the dungeon. Killed some jailers. These are all walls.
That wall at the end. Yep, definitely a wall. For sure a wall.
Okay. Man, I probably should have looked up a, like, walkthrough before I jumped in here. So there's a hand monster and a mimic. That means we're gonna have to come back. And then this place. Where does this go? Is this back to the Profaned Capital? It is. Somewhere in this place is Sigurd. Fuck me if I can remember where.
Come play Dark Souls with us, where we just watch James walk around looking for Sigbert.
Yeah. You're not wrong. Is it here? That might be it. That door might be it. So we straight up died. 100%. That was inevitable. I lost way too much health on the way here. But that door might be it. So this time, we will not fall through the hole, become toxic unexpectedly. Honestly, I have a whole bunch of these. We did drag him from his comfy place. There it is. So that's where we need to get to. But before we do, let's make sure I didn't miss anything else. That time I fell through a hole into a toxic pit of murder. Dope. Okay. Summon sign. Upgrade Sally. Yeah, not much we can do about that. Few iframes. Oh, hand monsters. I don't want to fight you right now. Is that really all that was in here? Oh no! Okay, fair enough. That's why I didn't want to fight y'all in the first place. I don't remember where Sigvard is.
Don't you have a tab open with it?
No?
You did earlier.
No, it was on my phone. Oh, you mean the like little writing thing?
Yeah.
Not helpful. It basically just says like run through the Profaned Capital until you find the place. But I know that that's close. That's a hole. I'll go this way. Yes. No, I know he's in this area somewhere. I just, for the life of me, cannot remember the specifics. Okay, we're not toxic. Okay, come up here. That leads me on a merry chase. And then come up these steps. And I come into this place. Is there an invisible wall that I'm missing? Also, I just straight up don't know where those jailers come from. So it's not there. Are you in there? I feel like you are.
Okay, so in the swamp with the centipedes, right?
Those people?
The sewer centipedes, the women.
Sure.
Yes. Take the ladder on the right of the church and make your way up to the roof of the church. On top of the roof, there's a hostile NPC who drops Logan's scroll.
100%.
From the roof towards the stairs, there's an open window in the wall for you to jump through. You have to jump from the roof to enter.
There's a window? Okay, let's look for a window then. Is that why I can't find Sigvard? Oh, there it is. Ah, no! Too drunk for fine motor skills. Okay.
You got the old cell key.
Correct. Yeah! There we go. He's hanging out with the gold Serpent Ring, Sigvard?
You are a saint. Once again, you are my valiant savior. I, Sigvard of Katarina, express my deepest gratitude. Take this, a token of my thanks. Go on. It's all yours.
That's actually really fucking valuable.
No, please.
There's like 8 of them,
Go
I
on.
think, in a single playthrough.
I've my
Yeah.
own road to take, and a duty to fulfill. Very soon. No, I've my... and...
Okay. Alright, well that's that. I'm gonna take the quick way home. Because there's no reason not to. We basically just needed to get that done. Let me see. We rescued Sigvard. Ah, that's right. We gotta go back to the Irithyll dungeon. God dang it. So that way leads to the bonfire. It's this one. We gotta at least go rescue Carla. You'll meet her, don't worry.
I was wondering if he came back.
Yeah, he's always there. Always and forever, guarding that fucking bridge. everybody bored with me?
Oh, there you are. I thought you'd all forgotten me. How sweet. Good to know that a skinny little heretic can still turn heads. Oh, you're not one of them, are you? Accept my apologies for mistaking you for one of those leeches. So, what business have you here? This is a land of monstrosities, and I am no exception. You're here to save me, but I'm guilty. A wretched child of the abyss. Is that something you can forgive? Oh,
Yeah.
really? You are no ordinary man. Very well. Besides, I've grown tired of imprisonment. I am Carla, and I accept your proposal.
Yeah! There we go. We got Carla, our last NPC. There's other stuff that I have missed in these dungeons. I currently do not wish to see what is at these dungeons. I hate it. I'll probably come back later to grab the rest of the items. But for now, I'd rather do literally anything else. Alright, we got Sigvard. We went back to the Urethil dungeons. We killed all the people in that location.
Well, that was a good save.
I like to keep you on your toes. He said as if he knew what he was doing. Didn't accidentally almost walk off the ledge. I do that a lot, actually. I'll notice it sometimes, and I will laugh to myself. There's no one else to hear me. No one else who gets my weird Dark Souls reference, but I know it's hilarious. That's not the side I come out of. Maybe I need to go at the other end. Great. What I wanted. Okay, so here's my bonfire. Ah, that was it. I don't believe you. Great. I hate those guys.
Are those people in white robes, do they have anything to do with the way of white?
They do not, interestingly enough. They're actually related to the jailers. They're the people who the jailers came from. They're the handmaidens of the Profaned Flame.
Once you're done with the gargoyle, can you explain what the Profaned Flame is?
As best I can.
It's another flame
As far as I can tell, yes.
that's close to, like, the chaos.
Seems to be. So I'll be real, I'm not entirely sure what the Profaned Flame is specifically. We know that it existed, we know that it was used, we know that using it wasn't necessarily a great move. And it ultimately destroyed this whole place. We know that it offers a lot of power and that it seems to be undying. And when you offer the Profaned Coal to Andre, he mentions the Abyss. That being said, I don't know if it's actually to be related to the Chaos Flame specifically, or if it's something else.
I wonder if it's like similar to chaos flame, and that's why it's so worrisome.
It seems to be.
It's because like it's like make things worse.
Well, generally speaking, the Abyss is something people avoid, understandably so. That being said, I don't think the Chaos Flame was necessarily associated with Abyss. It was associated with humanity and therefore the Dark. But the Dark and the Abyss aren't quite the same thing. The Abyss is like a thing that the Dark can become under certain circumstances. Kind of in the same way that, like, the First Flame and the Chaos Flame are similar but different. That being said, we find Chaos Flame stuff in Izalith, like pyromancy tomes and whatnot, and we give them to a pyromancer. God dang it. Okay. I don't know if that one's a mimic, I can't tell. Oh, that was close.
The lightning is
Yo! Great Shield of Glory, that's pretty dope. you also a mimic?
Look at the chain.
I can't. I can just see the chain. Yeah.
Facing forward.
Oh, you weren't really worth it, but whatever. I will trust my friend. They've literally never led me astray.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not even with the illusionary walls?
That person specifically has never led me astray. Oh, anyway, so my best guess on the Profaned Flame is that it's different than the Chaos Flame?
Is this the right now?
Maybe. We know that it doesn't go out. And that Pontiff Sullivan found it. It inspired him. That it destroyed this whole city at one point. It's generally seen as a bad move. Like, we don't know a lot about it. My best guess on the Profaned Flame is that kind of like how the Chaos Flame was an amalgamation of fire and dark, just generally dark. The Profaned Flame was specifically an amalgamation of fire and the abyss. I don't have any evidence of that, except that Andre specifically calls out that it is got some sort of tinge of the abyss when you give him the coal, and that we find things specifically noted as being Chaos Flame, and things specifically noted as being Profaned Flame.
Yeah.
Which implies some sort of distinction? Oh, man.
All embered bodies and treasure?
Yeah, so all this is treasure, and those are burned bodies that were killed when this city got destroyed by the Profaned Flame.
They're all embered like us, though.
I mean, they're fiery. For sure. I don't think they're embered in the, like, sense that we are. Like, when we're embered, it, like, means something in particular. That being said, like, yeah, they're burned, melted, charred, apparently still warm bodies, consumed by the Profaned Flame that they fucked with. And you know what? They deserve it, because they fucked with my boy Yorm.
Yorm, old friend. I, Siegfried of the Knights of Katarina, have come to uphold my promise. Let the sun shine upon this Lord of Cinder.
So, Yorm is a legitimately difficult enemy, but like I mentioned that he made a sword that could kill him. It's the Storm Ruler, which is that thing I ran to get, but I could not remember how to use it properly. But luckily Sigvard was here, and Sigvard knows how to use it. So anytime you saw like that big blow of wind and then Yorm just like fall down, that was him using the special ability, which is that thing where you saw me like standing there and like Kamehameha bringing in ki or whatever. Anyway, I couldn't get it to work properly, so I just switched to my normal sword and trusted in my boy there, and he totally came through. But that was Yorm the Giant, and Sigvard was his only friend, and he promised him before he went to link the fire that if Yorm ever failed in his duty to protect and serve everyone who depended on him, that Sigvard would strike him down. And so Yorm, being resurrected after having linked the fire and not returning to his throne to link it yet again, Sigvard has been on a quest to kill his very best friend and to fulfill a promise he made to him.
It seems I am in your debt once again. My thanks. I could have not kept my promise without you. Now, for a final toast. To your valor, and my old friend Yorm. Long may the sun shine.
I will never not toast with you, Sigvard.
I'm going to have myself a little nap. The only thing to do, really, after a nice toast. You are a true friend. Best of luck with your duty. Well, the only...
I don't think there's anything else in here. Just this dope throne. All these dead bodies.
That's from Sigvard. Did he die?
Thus dies Sigvard of Katarina, Onion Knight extraordinaire. I really like Sigvard's questline. I think I talked to you a little bit about in the first game when you meet Sigmire. His thing is sort of like self-belief, and like because you continuously save him, he slowly loses faith in himself and goes hollow, or achieves his quest and goes hollow, having also lost faith in himself along the way. Like there's just really no good way out of his story. In this one, you help him, but he helps you a lot and ultimately achieves his goal, and so like on some level like dies fulfilled. And so I really like that as an end for his questline in this.
Speak thine. Very well. Then touch take nourishment from farewell, Ashen One.
I think that's it for that. I think now we can move into Lothric. Double check. We got Carla. We got Sigurd. We got Grey Rat. I think we're good. I don't remember where Carla lives, for being honest. Pyromancer friend. Miracle friend. If we were real smart, this is where our sorcerer friend would live, but he's not here. Not talking to Grey Rat yet. She is gone. Yuri is gone and Yola's dead. We're just gonna run around until we find Carla. I guess as she's opposed to Patches. Let me see, Patches is on that side, so maybe Carla's on this side? I was wrong. For those of you who couldn't tell, I almost never save Carla. She could be anywhere.
Oh, hello again. Can't resist it. Ah, it's the slip. Well, can't find anything you like.
Sorry, Patches.
Under the stairs to the left of Andre.
Under the stairs to the left of Andre. Oh. Yeah, a tiny little alcove.
Ah,
Hey, friend.
there you are. As I said, I am Carla, and am grateful to you. Now, what shall we do? The only thing that might interest you is my sorcery. Although my dark arts are a detestable sort, that wouldn't interest you, would it? You're a wicked one, aren't you? Very well. Humans are of the dark, and you are no different. Some may avert their eyes, but the truth remains the truth. Be careful, though. Few humans are privy to this knowledge. Let it be a secret, kept between you and I. There is one thing that you should know. There is a darkness within man, and I am afraid you will peer into it. Whether the fear will spark self-reflection or a ruinous nostalgia is up to you entirely. Fear not. Your choice will bring you no scorn. There is one thing. Oh, a pyromancy tome, have we? Quelana, Witch of Izalith. Well, this is a fascinating pyromancy. Very well. If this is your wish, I will unravel the thing the best I can. Besides, It will be nice to play master for once. Oh, another pyromancy tome, have we? And one that resonates with the dark. Yes, well suited to me. I may be a heretical sorcerer, but you bring me nothing but pyromancies. Fiendish little lad, you.
You have to teach. Man, I am not anywhere near smart enough to use that.
There is one thing is up.
Okay, that's all you have to say. All right. Honestly, minus that time I got toxic and just died ingloriously for like no reason, I'm gonna call this a fairly successful episode. We made it through the last little bit of Irithyll Dungeon. We rescued an NPC. We got to Yorm the Giant, and we did it while keeping Sigvard alive, even though I couldn't remember how to use my magic sword. All in all, seems alright. Alright, so we'll end it here. Next episode, we're moving into Lothric again. I know you thought we were done. We're never fucking done. Man, we look so cool. Look at us. Sweet shield. Sweet sword. Cloak armor. Yeah. Alright. We can do this now? I was an idiot. I put away the sword because I thought I was going to use Storm Ruler and I didn't even use all my fucking lightning abilities. Anyway, next time we're going to move into Lothric proper and start moving into some late game content. We are, believe it or not, getting to the tail end of Dark Souls 3. Next episode, we're going to meet the second ghost. Remember I said you met one ghost, but you hadn't met the other one? We're going to meet the second ghost. Yep, exactly. Find out more about her and her backstory. One of my favorite engagements, actually. But anyway, we'll do that next time. Till then.